Hello students, in this class I will be teaching about Newton's law of motion. Okay, so what we will discuss? We will discuss Newton's law of motion. So Newton gave three laws. His first law is called first law of motion, which state that every body continues in its state of rest or of uniform motion in a straight line unless compelled by some external impressed force to act otherwise. In his second law, he states that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force and the change takes place in direction in which the force acts, while his third law explains that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. So let me explain you about the first law. In Newton's first law, what he stated, in first law he stated that if a body is at rest, the body will remain at rest unless it is acted upon by a force. Means if a body is at rest and then a force acts on the body, then the body will be in motion. What do you mean by rest of a body? A body is said to be at rest if it never changes its position with respect to time and its surroundings, while a body is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to time and surroundings. Suppose this pen is over here and after 5 seconds also it is over here. Let me count till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if the pen is moving, then after 5 seconds, suppose the pen is over here, initially it was over here, and after 5 seconds moving and going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till here, so it is in motion because it has changed its position from somewhere from here to here. Okay, so first law state that if a body is at rest, it will change into motion if we have to apply a force. Okay, and what is force? Force is a push or a pull on a body which changes the state of rest from rest to motion. Even the force can change the state from motion to rest. Suppose if I apply force on a moving ball, there is a ball which is moving, suppose this ball is in motion and we have to apply a force. Suppose the body is in motion in this direction, then we have to apply force in this direction in order to stop the ball, means in order to change the state of ball from motion to rest. Now let me tell you one thing, what is momentum? First law state that the rate of change of momentum of a body is directly proportional to the applied force and the change takes place in direction in which the force acts. So what is momentum? Momentum is basically the product of mass and velocity. Momentum is the product of mass into velocity. Okay, suppose this is a bullet, it has got very less mass, its mass is less, and if it's moving with a very slow speed it can't do anything. But when it is fired from a gun, the speed is very high, it can penetrate even in a block of wood or even inside a wall. Okay, it's because of the velocity. If the velocity is high, then the momentum will be high. Now another case I am taking, suppose a cycle is moving with some velocity of suppose 5 meter per second. A cycle is moving with a velocity of 5 meter per second. Its momentum will be less. But same case, if a truck is moving with the same speed 5 meter per second, it will have more momentum. Why? Because its mass is more. So we can increase the momentum either by increasing the velocity or by increasing the mass. Now the second law states that the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force, that is F equals to ma, which state that force equals to mass into acceleration. Okay, means more will be the force, more will be the acceleration of the body, because we can't change mass. Mass can't be changed. Mass is called intrinsic property of matter which never changes. Weight of a body changes because weight equals to m into z, and this value of g varies everywhere. This value of g is 0 at equator, maximum at pole, and the value of g is very less at moon. A person weighs less on the moon because of this less value of g. Now let us come to the third law. So what does third law explains? The third law explains that to every action there is an equal and opposite reaction, and there is a very good example. Suppose recoiling of a gun. Suppose this is a gun, a bullet has been fired from the gun. So after the bullet is being fired from the gun recoils backward. Why it recoils backward? It's because of the Newton's third law of motion. The action is the firing of the bullet from the gun and the reaction is the recoiling of the gun. So a person has to hold the gun on his shoulder in order to bear the recoiling of the gun. Okay. Also, when we come out of the boat, we push the boat backwards. Why? We'll push the boat backwards in order to get the reaction forward and we'll come out of the boat. Okay. So these were the Newton's law of motion. Thanks for watching the video.